Did you know about this mind-blowing Super Mario Bros. Speedrun trick for World 1-2? To unleash this super gaming secret, finish World 1-1 like normal. But here's where the magic happens. During the cutscene as Mario enters the pipe to go underground, grab your Player 2 controller and input this super secret code. Timing is everything. You'll have to start the code right as Mario enters the pipe and finish just before he disappears into it completely. Just press up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, B, up, left, down, then A. If you enter the code correctly, Mario won't just drop into the underground, he'll land straight into the cockpit of the Superstar Striker. You're now piloting a flying war machine decked out with a mounted machine gun and missile launcher. But danger ahead! This Harrier jet is on autopilot, so you'll need to blast away every obstacle in your path with your missiles or face a fiery explosion. Time to gear up and speedrun through World 1-2, Superstar Striker style. Let's do it! Did you know about this mind-blowing...
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Doug Bresler of Doogtoons, and I'm joined by Jessica Kinni, my lovely wife.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And let us know if you can hear us. Just have to do a technical check. Please write in the comments if you see us and hear us.
Sammy Nation can hear us.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to show my screen here. And so far, we've had a really fun time exploring these old magazines, these retro magazines. And this one is very, very special because it's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out episode. It's issue 4 of the Nintendo Fun Club News, which came out in, let's see, this one came out in 87, I believe. Yep, winter 1987. First things first, let's do some shout-outs to some awesome members that have signed up, and are supporting us, helping support us on YouTube and Patreon. Our newest member is Cowie Chicote, Insider Tier. Then there's Teardrop, which is a producer. Who is a producer? Mario is Real. Hector Navarro, Soul and Healing Musics, Mud for DOS, 1990. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm trying. It's Jack Roblox, Marvin Box, Mint, Ashley Neubauer, Safa Albert Sadioglu. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but I'm trying. Not to butcher, but trying to speak it correctly. Cody Antonia, Chamberlain Marthana, Spin 2020, Karen Bresler, Jessica Kinni. Who's that?
Woo-woo.
Ari Agbabian, Ofira Baslo, and David Bresler. Thank you guys so much. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for helping support the channel. It takes a lot of work to maintain this channel and create new, fresh content for you all. So if you guys are in the chat and you have a couple extra bucks to throw over to us, we really, really appreciate it. Plus, you get all types of cool rewards. Also, little announcement, sneak peek announcement. There will be a director's cut of this newest Super Gaming Secret that just premiered that I'm working on right now. This morning. Oh, no, it's yesterday morning. The long form version appeared yesterday morning, and then the short is out this morning. So I'm very happy of the way it turned out. I always go into making these things and saying, how am I going to figure this out? How am I going to figure this next video out? But it always seems to work itself out, and hopefully I've made something entertaining for you guys that you enjoy. Let's see what the chat's saying. What if Mario wasn't a sociopath? Do you think Mario's a sociopath? What do you think, my love? It's a good question.
I don't know.
Why do you say that, Sammy Nation? Why do you say Mario's a sociopath? Oh, Game Theory said it because he's going around murdering a whole bunch of Goombas and Koopas. And yeah, I mean, I would call him a psychopath. I take it one step further because he has kind of like he goes on a murderous rampage. But, if you think about most video game characters, they all are kind of psychopaths in a way. Like any game where you're murdering enemies of any sort. Sonic the Hedgehog is blazing through all types of robots and things, right?
Yeah.
I guess those are robots, so he's actually being a lot kinder. Video. Maybe try doing a secret video for Kirby or Metroid. I was thinking about Metroid. Ramirez
We've been talking about that for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because the new one's coming out, the new Metroid Prime 4, and I'm thinking that this is a prime time to do that. So, we'll see if I get more comments about it. If people want to see that, it's just again, we talked about this last time. And I'm sure Jess, you'll agree. The Mario ones always do better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people watching have seen your Punch-Out tip, but that's one of my favorites. And I mean, it doesn't hold a candle to the Mario tips as far as, people watching it. So I don't know.
It did get, the short version of the Mike Tyson one got 1 million views. So, or over 1 million. I think it's 1.5 million or something like that. So it did pretty well. But, it's inconsistent because, I did a Batman one and I've done Tecmo Bowl and, other ones. And they kind of, everybody kind of gravitates toward Mario. I guess he's just a favorite.
I have to laugh though, because Ramirez Production says, you mean the one with Jake Paul or is it Logan Paul? And I always get them confused too.
I know. I think it's Jake Paul.
Yes, it is.
Yes. But it's amazing that he made a super secret appearance back in that, 1987
cool.
or whatever that game.
Hey, Dude, before you jump into the Fun Club news, do you want to talk about next week's stream?
Yeah, next week's stream. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We might take a break from reading these magazines and do like a little fun art creation, or maybe we can even discover some super gaming secrets together. I've been doing these kind of one-off super gaming secrets, like awesome tips for people that, like how do you get the alternate ending in Super Mario Brothers 1? Or, how do you play as Michelangelo in the original Super Mario Brothers? That kind of thing. So maybe we can discover one of those types of tips together because they're pretty. It doesn't take very long to make something like that. So, what do you guys think about that? Tell me. Would you want to read issue 5, or would you like to create a Super Gaming Secrets tip together for everybody? Let me know in the chat.
Nation's ready to just skip the last couple Fun Clubs and go straight into Nintendo Power. We're getting there. We're getting there for sure.
We're eventually going to get there. We're going to get to Nintendo Power. Create a super. Okay, Ramirez Productions wants to do it. If I'm going to put a poll out afterwards, and make sure to vote on that poll, guys. But I will definitely ask the audience if they would want to do a Super Gaming Secret together, or if they want to do a magazine next. But we're gonna kind of mix it up a little bit, I think. But we'll see what we do next week based off of what you guys, the voices of you guys.
Doog Space and Dusty Rusty both are talking about Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, so that might be
Super Mario Brothers Deluxe.
Something to think about.
What is that? Wait, I have Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. Oh, I guess that's an older game on Game Boy. I think it's like a different version of the game. All right, so let's get started. Let's move forward. What does Samus look like without her spacesuit? Well, I wonder what Samus looks like without her spacesuit. What do you think?
It's Game Boy Color, by the way.
Game Boy Color. Yeah. It's I think it's a modified version of the game. So let's get into this because we only have an hour.
All right.
So we're going to try to get through this magazine. But let's talk about the reason why I'm choosing digital over physical copy. And surprisingly, this magazine is not as expensive as the other ones. Let's look at some eBay listings. If you see over here, it's $50. Now, that's not that expensive, but I'm not going to spend $50. We don't really generate a lot of revenue from these live streams. We do this to kind of, have a open dialogue with people that are watching the channel. So because it's fun, it's really fun to dialogue with you guys and to get to know you guys and see what you want to see. But it's not really generating a lot of revenue. So for me to sink a bunch of money into buying old magazines just doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's
But
also a lot easier to share.
Yes, exactly. Like I'd have to set up a camera and
At
have to be.
basics.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. So, I mean, this one right here, $120. What do you think about that? If you guys want to send me $120, I'll buy this.
No, you won't. If they send you $120, we'll probably just sink it into the next cartoon
That's
or
true.
animation.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think any of these, I'm going to be paying any of these prices. Fun fact, Sammy Nation, Luigi's SMB sprites are everywhere in Super Mario 3D World. Huh. Are they? It's been a while since I played that game.
Trying to remember. Yeah, we haven't played that one. We played that one together.
We played that one like pretty far into the game. Did we beat it?
If we did beat it, we were at the very end of it.
Yeah, I've beat it a few times.
I think we beat it, and then at the stage after you beat it, we stopped. Does that track?
You mean like the super or the extended bonus levels?
Yeah, I think that's when we might have
I think I got all through those, and then because I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to complete this game all the way through. And then it got to the point where they're like, okay, now go play the other levels, but you have to get all these other stars. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to have to do that. So I kind of just stopped. But all right, let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah. Also, it looks like we got to figure out how to do commercials.
Oh, is there a commercial on right now? I think it's different for everybody.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
well, I'm just going to let everybody know. Also, I did write a short Mario meditation because I know I talked about sharing it with you guys last week. So I did it. It's on my page. If anybody is having trouble falling asleep and wants to hear my little Mario Brothers sleep story on my
excellent
channel.
It's excellent, guys.
I'll put the link in the chat.
Yeah, so Jess is going to put the link in the chat. It's a Super Mario sleep story. Basically, if you're into gaming and you want to relax and meditate and have like a nice story as you try to fall asleep at night, check it out. Play it over and over and over again if you enjoy it.
It's just short and relaxing, and that's it. So
7 minutes?
5 minutes. It's
5
quick.
minutes. Okay.
So all right, back to the important stuff.
Yeah, so everybody check out that sleep story. Please do it.
It was really fun. Good. I just was super excited now that we're doing these live streams, and I thought I got to do something because I do a meditation channel, and I was like, but most of the people I hang out with are gamers, so maybe I'll just do a little basic, relaxing one and see, if people like it. So it's fun.
And if you like it, share it with your friends and write a comment. And then if you have suggestions for other games that Jess can do for sleep stories for, if you want like an eerie Metroid sleep story, or if you want a Sonic sleep story or something like that, then write it in the comments and on her video. And I'm sure you'll take a listen, right? You'll listen to the feedback.
If you don't like it, you can leave a message of that too. I'm open to constructive criticism.
Keep your negative comments to yourself.
In your pocket. Okay.
That's right.
All right. I digress. We got to focus. All right. I'll keep us off of.
Thank you for making that, Jess, because it's excellent. So
thank you, Space.
Okay, so let's get started. We got Mike Tyson on the cover of this fourth issue of the Nintendo Fun Club News. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Hot New Game Review. Mike Tyson's Story Rad Racer Review, plus 3 free 3D glasses. We talked about how we've played Rad Racer a bunch, you and me. Look at this guy, Ray Leonard. Who is this? Ray Leonard Jr.
Yeah.
Is that him? Or is that some kid? He looks very young. No, that's not him. Is that some kid who wants to be him? No, this is Ray. Yeah, maybe it is
Junior,
him.
So it's Sugar Ray's son?
I don't know. I'm confused.
I don't remember it.
Ray Leonard Jr. So that's him. It says knows what it's like to be a ring king. Have you guys ever played this game? It's not good. I don't like it. Yeah, it's a boxing game. I like this kind of Mike Tyson's, for kind of behind the shoulder of your player more. It's kind of a cooler cooler view. Let's talk about Howard Phillips. Howard Phillips still killing it on the Nintendo newsletter. He said, this is the most ambitious issue of Fun Club News yet. It's bigger, more colorful, and has more news, tips, and things to do than ever. And, I think this is when they started to realize that this was growing. And they're like, you know what? We should take it to the next level. Because I think there's only like 2 more issues, and then Nintendo Power began. Yeah. So this
is them putting their foot into the water and seeing how it was going to go before they launched the magazine.
Because I now there's like ads everywhere. Everything is really stylized, and they hired on a team to kind of like pay attention to the format. And I wonder if the lore is any better though, because I know in these last 3 issues there was a lot of mistakes, in a lot of contradictions with like the gaming lore. Vintage Fan wants me to read the above, or Samurai Name wants me to read the above comment. It said, I found out you can play as Wario in Super Mario. I was wondering if you rub the letter W in the touchpad in the back of the gun. You play as Wario and start the world W1.
Yes,
that's true.
I've heard that too, Vintage Fan.
That's very good. Maybe I should make a video about that one. I don't know.
Yeah. I've heard that too.
Speaking of, real quick, I think that will happen where somebody will submit a Super Gaming Secret that's just so amazing that I will have to make a video about it. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. So Howard Phillips goes on, and he says this newsletter is interactive, creative process too. It keeps it growing. Your input, new ideas, game reviews, puzzles. And it says hit reviews, Mike Tyson, Rocky Childhood, and Meteoric, Rise to Fame, game tips, and his lovely signature. Let's move on.
I just want to note, though, it does say in the next issue they're going to talk about coming next issue, Halloween costumes you won't believe.
Where? Ooh.
My body is ready.
All right, Reggie Fils-Aimé. Very good, Mama. All right, so the ultimate dream bout with Mike Tyson, you are Little Mac. Well, why is he saying it? Why is Little Mac saying you are Little Mac? Is this like an affirmation? He's like, you are Little Mac. You'll beat it. Or the quote bubble should have been over here.
Yeah.
They just hired a new team to design this newsletter. Come on, guys. Come on. Get it together. Doesn't make any sense. All right. Hey, guys, in the chat, who was your favorite Mike Tyson Punch-Out villain that you had to go up against? I think that for me, it was Soda Popinski was my favorite because he was so weird and scary. I had nightmares about Soda Popinski. He's not even featured in this magazine. But he drank soda and he was purple. Jessica Kinni says Jake Paul. But you can play as Jake Paul. He wasn't necessarily a
gotcha.
villain.
Yep.
Yeah. He says, Ramirez Production says Glass Joe, funny guy. Yeah, I would say, Glass Joe was kind of like the entry into getting to know. He's like the tutorial for playing the game. But I feel bad for Glass Joe. So, let's talk about the original arcade game Punch-Out. Did you ever play the original Punch-Out in the arcade? Jess?
I did a little bit, but it was hard, I thought. I thought it was
very hard.
Harder to play in the arcade.
Yeah, it was like 2 screens, and you had all your scores and stuff on top, and then on the bottom you had the fight. And you remember you played in, like, you could see through your character. It was like this weird kind of wireframe.
Yep.
And it was cool though, and it had a lot of these characters that appeared in that original game that reappeared into this new Mike Tyson's Punch-Out game. But it was fun, and I remember going back and playing the arcade version, and just it was hard. It was really, really hard. I think it was designed to eat your quarters.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think when I saw it, I was so excited, and then I'm like, this does not feel the same at all. I mean. No.
Let's see. Also, have you heard? Okay, second version of NES game with a new boxer named Mr. Dream. After they lose the license, yeah, they lost the license. A lot of people have speculation that it had something to do with his personal life.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson, he got in trouble or something like that. But no, it actually just had to do with the fact that they lost the license to use his name. He signed a contract, and they could only use it for a certain amount of time. And then after that, they still wanted to release the game, so they swapped his character sprite out with another character, which was a character named Mr. Dream. And it was the same exact game. It was just Mike Tyson wasn't in it. It was just Mr. Dream. So thanks for bringing that up, Ramirez Productions. So let's see. Hop in the ring with the real heavyweight Mike Tyson But by the time you take on the champ, you fought some of the toughest guys in the ring. You fought your way through the minor, major, and world circuits and learned a lot, moves, tricks. Man, I remember going up against Mike Tyson, and I literally was sweating. Like, it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. And as I was saying last time, it's hard to play this game on an emulator because the reflexes you have to have are so quick. And if there's any latency or delay whatsoever, it's just impossible. Like, Mike Tyson will clobber you. So, yeah, really, really fun. I love this game. And the character sprites...
I found this game so frustrating.
The character sprites were huge. Why did you find that frustrating?
I just feel like when I was playing this, I would either be so on, like I would be so, in it, or I just could not get my rhythm right on it. I don't know. It depended on who I was going up against, obviously.
You bring up a good point. It really is about rhythm. The whole thing is about rhythm, and you have to see, like, you have to be able, rhythm and timing. You have to see, like, when the character's about to strike, and then you find a vulnerability, or then they try to punch you, and then you have to punch them right afterwards. So yeah, if you're not feeling the rhythm, you're not going to, play the game well. This is Mike Tyson's story. I don't think we'll get into this too much, but it just talks about his harsh past and probably why he wanted to go into boxing. I imagine if you have a harsh past, you're really angry and you just want to pound things. And so it makes sense, But that's the thing is he took what is inspiring is despite whatever trouble he's gotten into since then, I'm not like condoning anything of his actions or anything like that. But, I always admire when people have like a really bad past and then they channel it into something positive, like beating the crap out of other people in the ring, So there's that. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just looking at these TV spots to see. At the very bottom, guys, I don't know if you can see, these are the TV spots that were on MTV, and I don't remember these at all.
I do. He's sitting in front of a big bunch of monitors. He comes in the room. I remember seeing it and saying, like, that's not Mike Tyson. That's just like a double that they didn't want to bring. And then at the very end of the commercial, it reveals it's him. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, I can't believe it. He's in a Nintendo commercial, because he was the man.
I do not. We're going to have to watch that commercial at some point on here because I don't remember it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get it.
Cue it up for next week or something.
Yeah, I don't, I'm very hesitant about opening up any internet windows because I don't want to like violate any copyrights or anything like that. So everything that I'm showing on the screen here is very curated and making sure that I don't mess up anything with my YouTube algorithm. Ramirez Productions says, I hope Nintendo makes their own Punch-Out movie. I bet that would be really good. You know what? That's a great idea. It would be. It would be like Rocky.
I was just going to say it's
on
called
steroids.
Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah,
I love Rocky.
That's the funny thing about most Nintendo games is they are already based on like pre-existing franchises. Like Legend of Zelda is kind of a combination of Lord of the Rings meets Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Meets some of the old Disney like Sword in the Stone like type of thing. It's like the King Arthur, that kind of thing. And then they kind of take that as an amalgamation and they make their own kind of lore based off of that and kind of put their own spin on it. So, and Metroid obviously is based off of Alien and every other science fiction movie you can possibly think of.
Sammy Nation said the Punch-Out movie featuring the real Mike Tyson, which would actually be really cool because like Mike could play the coach this time,
Sure. And you know what? He's had enough experience in front of the camera. I think he could do a pretty good job. I think so. Or maybe not, but I think he'd be able to nail it, As long as he's playing that like kind of character, that kind of like motivational character.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Rad Racer. Ooh, what a game. Frustrating, but a lot of fun. The other thing about this game, which I think was hilarious, is that when you crash, your car like flips over 15 times and then it just like resets and then you're okay. Now, if you did that in real life, you would be You would be like mashed up on in the inside of your car. You would look like pico de gallo
Oh,
salsa.
that's dark.
It's true. Am I wrong? So yeah, they have a full map here of which didn't really make a difference. I mean, did you ever look at this map and say,
Not
"Oh,
once.
yeah"? Nobody looks at this map. You're just
Not
basically
for Rad Racer.
no. You're looking at the screen. You're like, "Oh, I got to go left here. I got to go
You're
right
looking
here."
at the
Okay,
horizon the whole
yeah, I got to
time.
dodge this car. I got to dodge that car. You know. Did you ever play? You could choose the red car or the yellow race car. Did you ever play the yellow race car? Or was it always the red car?
Always the red car.
Yeah, I tried the race car a few
I
times.
don't feel like the yellow
cool.
one felt weird. Yeah, it wasn't. I always played with the red one. And I would just get so excited when I would be coming up on a city or when it would start moving from like daytime to nighttime. I would think, oh my gosh, I finally made it.
Sure. It's kind of nerve-wracking, because you're like, as you get closer to the goal, you get more and more nervous, and then you start making more mistakes.
Oh yeah, they knew what they were doing with this one.
Sure.
I love this though. Duke, if you can look to the right, it says C in 3D and it's been stamped discontinued. You could order these glasses. No, you can't.
That's hilarious. At the time that I received this newsletter, this stamp was not on here.
No.
So yeah, so they probably had to stamp every single issue that went out once they ran out of these glasses. But I remember with the game, they did include like a crappy pair of paper glasses. Do you remember that?
Oh, of course, of course. And I think we mentioned it last week. I had them for a while until I didn't, and then I was just trying to match the blue and red.
Yeah.
Which was fine. It was still kind of work. It only like affected part of the screen, so it wasn't like, you could still play.
It's not good 3D. No. But I did play this game a lot. It was a lot of fun. Real quick, Renegade. I talked about this a little bit last time, but this is like the precursor to Double Dragon, which was like the first breakthrough beat 'em up game where you're walking through the city and just punching thugs, which we've played a few of those games. They're really fun. But Renegade was like the first of its kind, basically. There was like other games like Kung Fu Master and Kung Fu and stuff, but they were just side-scrolling or like duel games where you're dueling up against one other person. But Renegade, man, definitely a trailblazer for sure. Wasn't Rad Racer and Wreck-It Ralph? I'm not sure. It could have been like a little cameo. Wreck-It Ralph did have a few Nintendo characters, kind of lesser-known Nintendo characters as cameos. I think Bowser was in it.
Gosh, I can't remember now.
Yeah, Bowser was in it, but I don't think if they made Wreck-It Ralph today, they would have allowed that because now Nintendo wants to
with the
exactly. Yeah, Bowser is now like a household name with the success of the new Super Mario Brothers movie and with Peaches, that song. All the kids. I saw a video of a bunch of kindergartners singing Peaches, and they knew every word. Not like it's a very complicated song. He says peaches, 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 over and over and over again. But I thought it was pretty cool. Back then, I'm telling you, when I was a kid, if you were like, it was the equivalent. If you were to go up in front of your class and be like, I like Nintendo, it would just be the equivalent of somebody going up in front of an audience and being like, I'm an alcoholic or something like that.
No way.
Yes, it was not cool. Nintendo was like something like you like on the side. Oh, let's play Nintendo for 3 seconds. But like the people that were into Nintendo, they were nerds. They were dorks. It wasn't until
thanks
gaming...
for calling us out. Thanks a lot.
Huh?
I said thanks for calling us out.
No, I'm saying back in the day, now everybody plays games, and it's awesome.
I agree.
It's awesome. But back then, I did feel like because I was super into Nintendo, it was like a dorky thing, and that's kind of why.
I do remember it was me on the school bus and like all boys.
Yeah, Girls were not into it. Girls were into their other things,
Well,
social stuff, not
we have
staring at a
we have
computer.
lots of different interests as females too, But
Yes.
I will say they were always like, how do you know these codes for, Well, I played a lot of Sega too, so like I would know every like animality and babality and all of
Yes.
those things that you know what I mean from Mortal Kombat, and so I
And
guess that was not the most femme game at the time,
if
but
you guys haven't realized this, my wife is a unicorn. She's beautiful, she's smart, and she played Nintendo when she was a kid. So come on.
oh, look, Dusty Rusty said, I'm 9 years old. So, and okay, so Dusty plays games now. And did Dusty say they played Super Mario Bros. Deluxe? I'm just wondering, like, what's the hot,
Some
the hot
kids now,
games right now,
yeah, some kids now, they love
besides
the
the ones
retro
we know?
games. They love the retro
Yeah.
games on the retro hardware. So, you know,
Yeah, I wonder what the cool games are that maybe we don't know, about. There's some of the lesser known games.
that's why I think like services like the Nintendo Switch Online, where you can play the retro games as on a library, is so important because it's introducing like a whole new generation to these old
Yeah.
games that were not, frankly, were not nearly as easy as today's games. I mean, yes, there are some challenging games like I've heard like Dark Souls and those types of games are really hard, but old games you didn't have any guidance, no hand holding. It was just like, here's an instruction manual, deal with it. you know. So, shall we move on?
Oh yeah, the next page I'm excited about.
Oh boy, The Adventure of Link, sore spot for me. Oh man. I remember reading this magazine, this issue. I remember getting this issue. I think this was the second one I had gotten, and I saw this page, and I literally, my head exploded, and I was like, I cannot wait for the Adventure of Link. And when it first came out, I was so excited that I tried to find it at any store. I called, gosh, I must have been 8 years old, and I was calling every store and saying, do you have the game? Do you have the game? Do you have the game? Sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. Until there was this one little kiosk in a mall in Simi Valley. And, I lived in, probably about 45 minutes away from there. And I convinced my mom, I said, Mom, please, they have one copy, please. And so she drove all the way out to this mall in Simi Valley, and we got it. And we paid $80 for it. $80 in 1987 or 88. I don't remember when this game came out, but it was 88 or 87. I think it was 88. $80. And I brought it home and I played it. And at first I was like, okay, all right. And then as I about 2 or 3 days in, I just got this like, huge wave of depression. So let down. I was like, this game is not good. What did you do, Nintendo? I was so angry. Have you guys played this game in the chat?
I think Ramirez Production said that the game felt totally weird to play. The controls felt so different.
It did. Yeah, it's just not. It's not if it was a standalone game that wasn't connected to the Zelda franchise, then I would say it's fine. It's fine. But I think because it touts itself as a Zelda game and it's part of their lore and everything like that, I'm not as forgiving because that standard, that Zelda standard, is pretty high. And, with the exception of like the CDI games like Wand of Gamelon and I'm not sure if you know about those, Jess.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there was a Nintendo, for some reason, licensed out the Zelda franchise to Philips Magnavox.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did hear about it.
And they produced 2 games for their CDI system, which was a really crappy, kind of like their rival video game system. Very expensive. I think it was like close to $1,000 or something, or maybe even over that. And it was these just abhorrent games that were just terrible. And they're legendary. They're legendary. If you go online and you look at them, I know the one is called one of them is called Wand of Gamelon, and another one I forget what the name is, but they're really, really bad. But this is actually one step above that. It's better than that, but it's not much better. Just because it's a frustrating game. It's weird. It's a weird game.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get to play it now after you despise it so much. Space said the same thing. Said I played Zelda 1, not Zelda 2. I didn't even go after this one. I don't know. Maybe the
Yeah.
word spread. I'd much
Yeah,
rather
it's
play Mario Odyssey. I'm reading the comments, and Space is just talking about the games, and
yeah.
they said that Roblox, Minecraft, and Mario Odyssey. I love Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey's fun. Yeah, I
Super
got every single moon in Mario Odyssey a few years back.
fun.
This is before we had kids, so we actually had time
Yeah.
to actually do this. But I got every moon in Mario Odyssey except for one stinking moon, and that was the one where you jump rope because I just could not get. I got the first, or was it like, I think it's like 2 or 3 levels of jump roping that you have to get better at until they give you each one, you get a moon. And the final moon, I still haven't gotten it. I have my save file and I still have not gotten that moon. It's basically, I just have to jump like 100 and something times in a row. Jump rope, I can't do it. I
I
cannot do
think
it.
that I would excel at that. I should probably try.
You should try it. You
I
should
feel
try
like
it.
that would be up my alley.
Yeah, you should see what I still don't even know what the end of the game is like, or like the official ending of the game, not the like pre-ending, like the ending 100% ending. I'm not sure about that. So we should try that. You should try.
So real sorry, I keep sending you back and forth because I'm reading in the comments too,
Mm-hmm.
but my eyes were diverted to the bottom of the screen where there's a church in this Zelda,
Yes.
in the Adventure of Link. I'm
Yeah.
thinking in this universe they have like Christian churches because it's got like a Christian cross on top. I'm very surprised by that.
Jesus saves apparently. In
So-
Hyrule.
All right, moving along to keep us on target.
Yeah. So yeah, I think also people are confused because a cross is on Link's shield in
True.
the original Legend of Zelda.
True.
So I don't know about the Christian.
It must mean something else
Yeah,
in
symbolism.
in the
I'm not
lore.
sure what. Yeah. All right.
Hello, games at play. Welcome.
Hey there. How are you? Pro AM Racing, Pro Am, and this is a fun game. And as I said, it's a little weird though because you can't go off-roading. If you try to go off the road, you like
Yeah.
crash into the side, which is very strange to me. Like this is what happens down here, this crash, and you're just running into some grass. So they should have put up some barriers. Just put up like a little extra thing there. Oh, yep, Ramirez Productions.
All right,
There's
show my
bad
shirt. Hold
Bad
on.
Box.
I don't know if you
Oh,
can see it.
Jess is wearing the Mega Man shirt. Let me see it.
Oh, bring it back. Can you guys see me? I can't see the screen.
A little bit further up. There you go. Oh, I see his eyes. Okay. Excellent. Yes.
My boy.
Jess is representing. Jess loves Mega Man, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So Mega Man is a fun game. Mega Man 2 and 3, really, really excellent games. But this is notorious for being, look at his face. He looks like he doesn't even want to be there. You know? He's like, just send me home. You know? He just looks sad. And he's got a gun. And I don't know. What is going on back here? No offense to young artists, but this looks like it was drawn by like an 11-year-old. Don't you think?
I mean, I would be impressed if an 11-year-old could draw like that, but I think the bigger
It's a
issue is
great
like,
drawing for an
what
11-year-old.
was the like feedback on this? Like, here's what we're looking for. Like I don't know what direction they were given to go.
This is the funny thing is that like when this game first came out, nobody made any comments about the bad box art.
Yeah, like,
But it wasn't
kind of
until
the
years
pistol.
later.
Exactly, like holding. I know we laugh about this one all the time, but
Yep.
it's so
Mega
easy
Man
to
with the
laugh
pistol.
at.
Sammy Nation, Mega Man versus Samus. Who will win in a fight? Samus.
Ooh,
I would say Samus. Well, the thing is, like, Mega Man has... Well, is it Mega Man, like, Prime? Like, Mega Man without all of the things that he acquires? And is it Samus Prime without all the things that she acquires over the span of the game? Or is it beefed up Samus versus beefed up Mega Man? That's the question. Sammy Nation.
next thing you know, it's a Mario with a machine gun. Well, if you
Yes.
have the right hack, I mean, if you know the cheat code.
If you
for
know
that.
if you know the special start screen code. But yeah, Sammy Nation, answer that question. Is this Mega Man with a with all of the where he's beaten all of the other bosses and acquired all their powers, and is it Samus with all the items? So get back to us on that, and we'll answer We'll have to have a little. Maybe I'll do a poll on that and see. That would be actually a great poll question, don't you think?
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, I'll give you credit too, Sammy. I'll give you credit.
All right, we gotta hustle. We're not even halfway through, and we've only got 20 minutes.
We're almost halfway through. Okay, moving on. Dragon Warrior. I'm not going to talk about this game. It is a legendary game that for RPG guys that and gals that really, really enjoy those types of games. It's kind of like the first of its kind on a console, it's basically like a turn-by-turn RPG role-playing game that you can play on your Nintendo. And the graphics aren't that great, but as you can see, it's like, this top-down view, and it's not an action RPG. It's basically just like walking through, you fight a monster, and, you have to choose whether you run or you attack or what weapons or spells or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's not my thing. But look at this guy. Don't just play him, you live him. LJN. Bum, bum, bum. Do you know about LJN?
Do I know about LJN?
Yeah.
LJN? No, I don't.
Okay.
Is this where they licensed out?
Well, they were masters of promotion and licensing. They got all of these movie license because they're like, yeah, well, we'll make your games, so basically they were the masters of working hand in hand with Hollywood and doing, getting Jaws and Gotcha and TNC Surf Designs, Karate Kid, Major League Baseball, But the thing was, they just made awful games. And the angry video game nerd talks about this a lot. James Rolfe talks about this a lot. But LJN is notorious just for really, really, really bad games. They even made a Friday the 13th game and a Nightmare on Elm Street game.
Okay, so I have seen them before. Yep, yeah. I got you now. Yeah. Okay.
Ramirez Productions. I heard LJN got in a lawsuit for that MLB game. Wow. Possibly. Maybe if they made the game without certain permissions, I could see that happening. Oh. Free poster offer. Hey guys, put $1 in the mail for postage and handling, and Konami will give you a full color 22 by 26 poster. I wonder if that still is happening. Here's the address, guys.
For $5.95, you get all of them. I'm going to say.
Yeah. Try it out.
Play. Do you know anything about Cuphead? Cuphead's awesome.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. I think I tried it. I was like, I have it, and I tried it, and I was like, I don't have time for this right now.
It literally hurts my brain.
Yeah, it's very hard. Very, very hard.
Right. Yapping on Tap, 8 posters for $6 or $300 in today's dollars. Yeah,
you should send. Oh wait, is there a? There is no expiration date on this. There is no expiration date. So I would say you have a good chance of getting something in return if you guys were to find this, print it out, clip it, and send it into Konami and see what they would do. You might get something back. All right, Legend of Zelda: Defeat Underworld Monsters. Now, we've talked about Zelda a lot on this podcast, or on this live stream, so I won't go into this one too much, but this has little tips for every single guy. And you know what? I'm kind of bummed that they would show Ganon. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's like spoilers to the
Don't do that. Just have a big question mark here. And don't even just say level 9 and a question mark, because I'm bummed out about that. Or just, have like spoilers and then, but anyway.
Yeah, at least give us a shot, you know what I mean?
And for somebody who hasn't beaten the game, sorry, I apologize because I'm part of the problem. Zelda's amazing. Haven't played it. Looks cool. It just looks amazing. It is. It's a legendary game. It's great.
Talk about the cartoon being awesome.
Well, excuse me, princess. Had to do it. And maybe was awesome. Yeah, that might make an appearance in a Super Gaming Secrets as well.
It should.
Excuse me. So, tips and tricks, Metroid.
Hello.
This is showing you how to get over this particular section of the game, which is kind of tricky because you have to really put 2 and 2 together. This is after you've beaten the first 2 bosses, the only 2 bosses before you go in and fight the final boss, Mother Brain. And there's no way to get across this, so it just says you have to shoot the lasers shoot the statues once you've beaten them, and then this bridge will appear, and then you can roll across. But God, that was such an exciting moment for me to finally get to that part. Kid Icarus, Wizard Warriors, not a bad game. I really enjoyed that game actually. It's kind of a sloppy game, in terms of the physics and stuff. You're kind of bouncing around as this weird knight character.
I think that kind of is part of its charm, though.
Which one?
Is like when you're talking about the physics of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's like Sonic before. Well, yeah, this is before Sonic, and that whole when you got to
it's just,
kind of move with. You've got it adds a whole other element of navigating.
it's weird. It's a weird game. I remember it was hard to land on platforms just because it was, everything seemed so small. Like all the platforms seemed very, very
Yeah.
small. It was very, very hard to climb in that game. All right. Rad Racer Pros Corner. Oh, they're doubling down on Rad Racer, and they show you the ending of the game. What is this? Nintendo, stop showing the end of the game.
Oh,
Come
you've moved on. I was
on.
like, where? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on. Invisible Mario gets coins. Oh, looks like there's like 12 coins are hidden in a room in World 3-1. As small Mario, you can get them all if there's a crack. Okay, boom. It's just showing you how to get through this particular puzzle in the game. Ho, ho, ho video. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get my laugh track ready. All right. Here we go. How does Thomas greet Mr. X? Hi, What? I think that's a kung fu joke. Thomas is the main character, and Mr. X is the final villain. Hi,
I like this. I like the Zelda one. What's Ganon's favorite food?
Mm-hmm.
Sausage links. Video.
All right, I put my little laugh track in there.
All right, what else?
What does Fiery Mario get when he eats a fire flower? Heartburn.
Oh. These are all Mario and okay, so now we're going back to Zelda.
How about the last one?
Why did Link win the video game race?
Mm-hmm.
Because no one was Ganon on him. Oh, like Ganon on him.
That one is the best one.
That was a stretch.
Yeah. Best one is, awful, but
yeah.
For the competition for worst joke.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yapping on Tap is on fire. These were the best jokes. Just imagine the rest of them.
Oh, man. Ho, ho, ho video. This makes me think of Christmas for some reason.
Yeah, not like ha ha ha.
Yeah, it's ha ha ha, not ho ho ho.
I like that. My dad used to play Excite Bike. I've tried it. It's nothing bad. I'm gonna start using that line. It's nothing bad. Like I feel that works for me.
All right, next page. Top 5 favorite games: The Legend of Zelda. Number 1, Super Mario Brothers. Number 2, Number 3, Metroid. Number 4, Kid Icarus and 4 Pro. Nah, Kid Icarus.
What? This is a weird list.
No, Kid Icarus, I would say, was never number 4. It was it was a frustrating and weird kind of, what's that word I'm thinking of, which is like a hard to decipher game. Like enigmatic game, where you're kind of like, I don't even know what I'm doing. What does this item do? Oh, thanks for this. Yeah, thanks. Yes, it is. I have my Stream Deck right here. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So let's look at the member reviews, Legend of Zelda. Some members are basically reviewing the games.
Wow.
Which is funny because Russian Attack right here, and I love it how they call it Rush N Attack over here, because they can't call it the other thing. It's the only game that's not a Nintendo title. So all these other ones. So Nintendo's like, well, I guess we got to put in one Konami game or something like that. I believe it was a Konami game.
You think they were just doing it a solid?
Well, as you can see right here.
I got to tell you, like when I think back to my favorite games, now this is only 87, but I mean, the Paperboy and Tetris.
Sure.
I would knock out Kid Icarus in a heartbeat.
I think this is the first top 5 list that they had.
It says of November 87, so.
It says, in the last issue of Fun Club News, we called for members to send us their top 5 favorite games. The response was huge. So yes, this was the first top 5 section that they put into their magazine. So of course they all have to be Nintendo published games or Nintendo created games. All right, let's move on. Scores of fun, high scores. Wow, everybody's got 9,999,950 points. Let's see, 2-time Ganon beaters.
Again.
Which ones? Oh, Stuff and Things.
So many good things and stuff to buy, but it's just I want that duffel bag right now.
I want those plastic binoculars.
Those are sweet, but I would use that duffel bag.
I think I've seen this binder right here too, unless somebody just made it for fun.
Their own. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but the duffel bag looks pretty dope.
We need a
Can
Super
you?
Gaming Secrets binder that looks just like that.
Totally, totally. You know what's funny is that if you went to a gym with this right here, everybody would be like, cool. Oh, I want that. But if you were to do that back in the day, they'd be like, nerd. Just what I was kind of talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like gym rats play Nintendo too.
Fun for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is like seriously good merch. They need to revisit it. I mean,
Yeah.
especially now that the museum is open in Japan and they have such cool merch in the museum shop.
Yeah. You know what's funny is this tips and tactics book right here. I remember I had it, and it was like the golden scroll. The holy scroll that I would. I'd hold it in my hands and be like, this is the answer, the secrets, And I still have this Nintendo, official Nintendo's player guide over there on my shelf. I won't, race over there and get it right now, but maybe I'll show it to you guys next time. But I still have my original Nintendo official player's guide, and it's still in great shape. I love it.
You have a lot of cool stuff. You just can't see it on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, based off of how you're set up right now.
Well, thanks, Jess. Yeah. By the way, if you guys didn't know, Jess and I are actually in the same house right now. It's just there's not tons of space in here to both have us on camera in one shot. So she's in a separate room right now. So I should run over to your room and pop in the camera and like blow people's mind.
Come back over. This is cool. Under the mailbag at the bottom. It's just off the screen right now, but if you scroll down, Doog, Fun Club Kit. So they're starting, like, you can start your own local clubs.
That's cool. We should do that.
Awesome. Oh man, that would have been cool.
Well, we've got young kids. We should do that with Dougie and Bobby,
Yeah. And our friends online.
Ramirez Productions. Really? I thought your studio was a separate building. Well, honestly, like, I work at a separate building right now for my job. But yes, this is my home studio. So this is a separate room that we have specifically for creating things. That Jess and I film stuff in here, and so there's a lot of equipment in here right now. So
that's pretty awesome.
But it's all soundproofed and everything like that. So it's really fun to make stuff in here.
Yeah, we're very lucky that we can have a facility that allows us to just walk into the other room and record and edit.
When you have kids, you kind of have to have a home studio because you have to be able to kind of go back and forth, So I can't just like drive across town. But ideally someday, someday we'll be able to do that.
Wow, we're doing pretty good. Okay, we're ready.
Yeah, we caught up. Let's see.
Now Howard Phillips is the product analyst manager. He keeps wanting to add different things to his title. On the road again here. Fun Club president travels on media tour. Now Howard Phillips, product analysis manager for Nintendo and president of the he keeps adding titles to his resume every month. This is every quarter.
I think I actually saw these these news stories on YouTube. Howard appeared on ABC and CBS and spoke to the radio talk shows. They chose the right guy, because he was like he was like super nerdy, but he just seemed like a nice, genuine dude.
I'd totally be friends with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he's still around, so maybe we should track him down and see if we can. That would be awesome if he called into this show.
If we could get him on a live stream.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. Let's get Howard Phillips on this show.
But how do you think he would feel about us revealing so many super gaming secrets?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't work for Nintendo anymore. Maybe he would be like, you know what? Reveal as many secrets as you want, and maybe I'll give you even more secrets. So I don't know.
Sammy Nation is not supporting our dream. Chances are slim to none.
You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to track down him.
Challenge accepted.
Yes, exactly. Nobody says no to me. I can figure it out.
Home stretch.
All right. Let's see what's on the next page. Oops.
There's a lot of tips and things happening in this.
I think that's it, Mama.
Oh, I thought it was 30.
Oh, there's one more. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, I remember reading this. This is a super cool hands-free controller right here for people that obviously, can't use their hands.
Excellent. Wow.
They wear it around their neck, and they can blow through the tube, and then there's like little buttons and stuff on here and stuff.
That
But, yeah,
is awesome.
back in the day, they were trying to do accessibility controllers, and I thought that was really cool when I saw it. I was like, I kind of want one of those, just to try it out, But yeah, gaming for everybody. Awesome, awesome. Tips, members, pro wrestling tip. Let's see. Gradius bonus. Trying to go through yeah. Try going through the broken volcano for a big 5,000 points. Kung Fu Clue. On level 1 of Kung Fu, if you stand belly to belly against the stick man, he cannot touch you with his stick. I'm not even going to touch that. That sounds really bad. That sounds really bad.
Are you going to do the video rap?
The video rap. What's the video rap?
There's somebody, David from Marietta,
my name
Georgia.
is Dave. Sure. Ready?
Yeah.
You ready? My name is Dave. Got a story to tell about a lad named Link you know so well. He's got a very fine sword. He wears a lot of green. Watch out, Ganon. He's very mean. It's from Whiz Robes to Zol and Gel. These old men will have stories to tell. And so I'm saying, I'm proud to tell, The Legend of Zelda is very swell. Whoa!
Wow. No words.
Thank you, David Jakowenko from Marietta, Georgia. Excellent. Sammy Nation says boo. He doesn't like it. That's
Ouch.
Okay.
You didn't write it, so it's okay.
That video rap is not for everybody, Sammy Nation. It's only for people that appreciate it. He didn't write it for you guys.
And Games at Play was not drumming to keep the beat. So.
Yeah. I'm going to clip that rap and put it right on my as one of my videos and see how many thumbs down I get.
What's up, Doppel? Welcome to the stream.
Hello. We're just in time because we're almost wrapping up. But thank you for joining us.
We're wrapping up. Are we?
Yeah, we're wrapping up, guys.
Wrapping up, yo. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, next page. Puzzler Place. Is there any quick puzzles that we can solve here?
The first word decoded is Fun Club. Oh, okay. So you've got to take the letters, and then so Fun Club. The C represents F. X represents U. G, so you have to go like that.
Interesting.
Cool.
Can you
Good to
solve
know.
any of these?
I mean, we'd have to cipher them out, right?
Yes, it would add another hour to our show. Name, game, scramble. This name, scramble, comes from Meadow. Let's see, unscramble letters. Okay. Ooh, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, right? Whoops. Let's do that.
Okay. You were doing this. Okay, Kid Icarus is in there.
Super Mario Brothers.
Then Kid Icarus.
Metroid. Breakthrough. Let's see. Deadly Towers, which was a terrible game.
And then you got to put those together to make the lap.
Ah, very cool. Hey, anybody solve any of these puzzles? Write it in the comments. I'd love to hear the answers. We don't have time to do it, but I'd love to hear if you guys can figure this out. All right. Next page. Power steering. Okay, I think this is it. That's the end of it. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to put it back on the big screen. You guys are awesome. Again, so blessed that you guys tuned in. And, again, this channel is to entertain you guys and hopefully make you laugh or cry or, educate you in some amazing super gaming secrets.
And educate us in super gaming secrets. Please send them in because pays attention to every single one of those.
I read every single comment on the videos. And sometimes we're talking about thousands of comments, over the span of a few days.
Oh, no, we both do. So, and it's awesome when you really get the secret. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff in there that you're not expecting. And some people find those and it's really cool.
Yeah, there's little Easter eggs.
There's Easter eggs inside of his Easter egg.
That's right. So, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. And also, check out Jess's channel and her Mario meditation, which is awesome. And also, please check out the new Super Gaming Secrets video that just came out yesterday. The long form and the short form came out this morning.
This one is one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah,
of
this
all
one.
time.
Well, thank you, Jess. This one took a long time and a lot of work to create it, and I won't even go into the details. But I will just say, put a lot of work into this one. So if you guys watch it and comment and give it a thumbs up or whatever, or if you don't like it, that's fine too. But just check it out, and you know, you
And
might
Duke, are
like
you
it.
going to put up a poll for this upcoming week's
I
to
will.
see if we're going to do the Fun Club news again, or if we're going
Yes.
to create a secret?
Yeah. My goal is to do all of the Fun Club news and
Sure.
Nintendo Powers eventually. But at Jess, as you're saying, I think we should switch it up, and I kind of want to hear what people's ideas are, like for next week specifically, if they want us to read another magazine or if they want to create a Super Gaming Secret together. So, write your comments and send me messages and let me know how you're feeling about it, and then I will put up a poll, maybe closer to the next week and see, and then
Yes,
you'll
and games
join.
at play. More
You'll,
streams. More
you'll-
streams will be back next
Yeah.
Sunday at 1:30. So
Yeah.
we'll be here. Or
we're
Duke
gonna
will for sure.
unless something comes up, but we're planning on doing every Sunday. So if and just you'll join either way, right?
I'll do my best. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well, thank you
I
guys.
love Titanic. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry we missed you guys. Sorry. Oh, let's see. He's got a question, or they've got a question about the tips.
Oh, they said all your Mario tricks didn't work. Is because it had to be on the old console because I'm on Nintendo Online. I don't know why they're not working. I know there's a disclaimer in the video description, so you might want to read that and see.
Yeah, check out that disclaimer.
Yeah, check out the disclaimer. But thanks,
right,
guys.
Kinni.
All right. We'll
All
see you
right.
next week.
Thanks,
Okay.
Games at Play, Sammy Nation, Doppel, Rodriguez Productions. Who else we got here? I'm missing some people here. I know I am Space, Yapping on Tap, everybody who chatted with us. We really appreciate the interaction. It makes it so much fun. Have a good one, guys.
Have a great Sunday, guys. All right, bye.